Every toolbox should have one of these.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Kamen Rider Build DX Twin Breaker. So here we are, and there it is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So up front here, we have the Twin Breaker, we have Cross Z Charge, we have Grease. On this side of the box, we have those guys. On this side of the box, we have those guys. On the top of the box, the Takamoto, Bimoto, those guys. On the bottom, you have those guys, and the Twin Breaker. On the back of the box, we have your obligatory product shots. It does this, that, and the other, all that stuff. And you have Sad Pac-Man! And that's basically it for the packaging. So moving right along, here we have the Twin Breaker, the weapon of Cross Z Charge. Yes, I call him Cross Z, get over it. This is the weapon of Cross Z Charge and Kamen Rider Grease, and it's pretty cool. You can see it's a little handheld weapon here. And we'll get in close here so we can take a look at the details. You have that kind of gold-ish paint here for the spike drill screwdriver bit, whatever it's supposed to be. You got some nice molded detail here. You just got some white plastic here for the barrels with the red tips. That's a pretty nice mold detail throughout. Of course, you have your slots here for your full bottles or your splash jellies. You got some tamper-graphed details right there. Of course, you have the handle. There is your trigger. And the underside has a bit of molded detail. Your battery compartment is right here. It takes 2 AAAs. Your on-off switch is right there. And your speaker is right there. So yeah, pretty cool. And you know, I mean, I have the hands of a little girl, so as always, this fits comfortably in my hand, but somebody with actual adult-sized hands, this might be a little crammed, but for me, I can actually hold it quite comfortably. But yeah, that's pretty much it there. So let's get down to some noises. So again, your on-off switch is right here. Turn it on, and you get... It tells you what it is in case you already forgot. Now, right now, it is in beam mode, so you just push the button and you get pew pew noise. You can rapid fire. And you got that going on. That's pretty much all it does in the beam mode. Now, to go into attack mode, you just take the barrels and bring them back. And now you're in attack mode, and you can see this bit extends on its own, which is pretty cool. And then you push the button. And you get that noise. You can rapid fire that. Although when you do that, it does sound like it's farting. Just saying. You got that. And to go back into beam mode, you just bring the barrels forward and push this back in. And you're back in beam mode. So that is how that works right there. So there you have that. Now, as far as doing your final attacks with this toy, you can either use your full bottles, or you can use the splash jellies, or you can use the cross dragon, and we'll show off how each of those works. So since we already have it in beam mode, we'll just do the final attacks here for beam mode. So first we will start off with using just one full bottle here, so just plug it in. Some nice standby music. And then push the button. So you get the single finish. And now we'll use a splash jelly, just because. Now the splash jellies do fit in here, but it's a very snug fit. What ends up happening is the splash jelly has to kind of get moved up like that for it to actually fit in here. But you just take it and just kind of get it in there as best you can. It's very snug. So there you have the twin finisher. Now, the bottles are locked into place. The release buttons are right here for each side. So if you just push that, you can release that, and then push the other side, and we'll release that. So you got that going on. So those are the final attacks. Actually, no, we're not done with the final attacks. We still have one more to do. And for this, we'll use the Cross Dragon. So just slide that in. Explosions and things happen because it's awesome. There's your big attack. So for this, you have to push both release buttons at the same time here. So there you go. So there are all of the big attacks for the B mode. So now we will go back into attack mode. And now we will get on with those final attacks. So again, we'll just use the full bottles for these just to illustrate something here. So just plug in one. So you have the single break. Insert another full bottle. So you have the twin break, and to do your big attack, you don't actually have to use the Cross Dragon. You can just use the two full bottles. Just eject them both and just plug them in at the same time. So there you have your big super mega attack right there. So again, push the buttons to release them. And there you have that. Now, the way this works is this does not have a reader in it. This does not know what you are plugging into it. The only thing that's happening here is the bottles are pushing these buttons right here. So you can activate all of the noises in this toy without needing a bottle. So you can just... So that's how that works. All the bottles are doing are just pushing those two buttons, and depending on how you push the buttons, it makes the appropriate noises. So that's how that works. You can get all the noises out of it without actually using anything if you don't want to. So yeah, that is pretty much it for the Twin Breaker. It is pretty cool. You know, I love the voice. It's a creepy sounding voice, but I love the voice for the driver and for the Twin Breaker. Like, I really dig the voice, and it is a pretty fun toy for what it is. I do quite dig it. So there you go. Now, I picked this up from CS Toys, but of course there are many other sites you can go to for stuff like this if you are interested, such as Hobby Link Japan, Ami Ami, Hobby Search, Mandarake. Of course, there's always eBay and Amazon, but do be wary of their pricing. You can also check out BigBadToyStore.com for some Kamen Rider items. They mostly just sell figure arts at this point, but if you want to check them out, there'll be a link to their site in the description down below. You can also check out my Kamen Rider build playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Kamen Rider Build DX Twin Breaker, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud. Bomb in your face!